All right, today we are tackling a big one, a real staple of modern diets, the 100-calorie snack. Is it the ultimate diet hack, or is it actually a nutritional trap in disguise? Well, let's find out. You know the feeling. It's 3 p.m., that afternoon slump hits you like a ton of bricks, your energy is just gone, and that little voice in your head starts whispering about snacks. You're stuck in that classic standoff. Do you go for the sugary chocolate bar or the salty bag of chips? We have all been there. And then you see it, shining like a beacon of hope in the grocery aisle. The pre-portioned, perfectly packaged 100-calorie snack pack. It feels like the perfect answer, right? A totally guilt-free way to crush that craving without completely wrecking your health goals. But is it really that simple? Yeah, this is where things get a little bit tricky. We're going to call this the low-calorie snack trap. Because as you're about to see, not all calories are created equal, not by a long shot. Okay, the first huge myth we have to bust is that low-calorie automatically means healthy. The reality, a lot of these snacks can be pretty low in nutrients but packed with sugar or artificial ingredients. What we really need to be thinking about is nutrient density. Basically, how much good stuff, vitamins, fiber, protein, are you getting for those calories? And that leads us straight into myth number 2. The idea that you can eat as many as you want. It is so easy to fall for this one. You think, hey, it's only 100 calories, and then before you know it, you've eaten 3 or 4 packs. Well, guess what? Those calories add up fast, and binging on anything can still lead to weight gain if you're eating more than your body needs. And this picture just illustrates the point perfectly. Take a look. On one side, you have a processed muesli bar. On the other, a big, beautiful bowl of fresh strawberries. Now, for the exact same 100 calories, you get way more food, more fiber, and more vitamins from the strawberries. Choosing fresh whole foods will almost always fill you up more and give your body more of what it actually needs. So if we can't just trust the number on the front of the box, how do we choose the right snacks? Well, the answer is in the science of feeling full. Let's talk about the secret weapon, satiety. The key term you need to know is satiety value. Just think of it as the fullness factor of your food. It's literally a measure of how full a food makes you feel compared to the number of calories it has. So a food with a high satiety value? That's your best friend for snacking, because it's going to keep you feeling satisfied for way longer. So, what's the secret sauce that gives a food that high satiety value? Well, it usually comes down to a few key things. Foods high in protein and fiber are huge winners because they slow down digestion. Solid foods also tend to be more satisfying than liquids. And foods with a low glycemic index, they release sugar into your system slowly, which means no more of those awful energy crashes. Now get ready for this because this is where it gets really fascinating. Check out this satiety index. We're using plain old white bread as the baseline, giving it a score of 100. Now look at boiled potatoes. They score a mind-blowing 323. That's more than 3 times as filling as the bread. But then look down at the croissant. It gets a measly 47. This just goes to show that what we think will fill us up isn't always the reality. Okay, enough with the science. Let's get practical. It's time to build your very own smart snacking playbook. This is all about snacking smarter, not harder. So let's say you're craving something sweet and crunchy. Instead of some processed biscuit, how about a crisp apple? It's right around 100 calories and it's loaded with fiber. Or what about a small handful of almonds? That gives you a nice dose of protein and healthy fats that will actually satisfy you. And this right here, this is what about 100 calories of almonds looks like. 14 of them. It's not a giant bowl, but it's a powerful, satisfying portion that really hits the spot. Seeing the portion size like this, well, it puts things into perspective, doesn't it? Okay, what if you're on team savory? The options are just as delicious. Air-popped popcorn is an incredible choice. It's high volume, so you get to eat a lot, but it's super low in calories. And you can never go wrong with a classic like carrot sticks and hummus. You get fiber from the carrots and protein from the chickpeas. It's a win-win. And please, do not forget the absolute powerhouses of protein. A simple hard-boiled egg or a small tin of tuna are fantastic for crushing those savory cravings. They have an incredibly high satiety value, and they will absolutely keep you going until your next meal. No problem. Now hold on. Before you reach for any snack, good or bad, there is a super important question you have to ask yourself first. Are you actually hungry? So often we mistake other signals, like thirst or even just boredom, for hunger. So here's a simple little test you can try next time. Let's call it the 20-minute hunger test. Step 1, the second you feel that craving, drink a full glass of water. Step 2, go distract yourself for 20 minutes. Go for a walk, answer an email, whatever. If, after those 20 minutes, you are still genuinely hungry, then okay, it's time to grab one of those smart snacks we've been talking about. And all of this brings us to our final and maybe most important point, becoming a savvy snacker. It's not about being fooled by the big flashy numbers on the front of the package. It's about understanding what's on the label and seeing past all the marketing hype. And always remember this, words like light, diet, or low fat are marketing tools. That is their job. They don't automatically mean a product is good for you. It is so important to be a critical thinker in the grocery store and look past those buzzwords on the packaging. So let's pack up your takeaway toolkit for smart snacking. Rule number 1, focus on that fullness factor, satiety, not just the calories. Rule number 2, prioritize whole, unprocessed foods whenever you can. Rule number 3, become a label detective and always read the nutrition facts. And finally, rule number 4, portion size is everything. Ultimately, every single snack is a choice. It's a message you are sending to your body. So the next time that 3 p.m. craving hits, what is your choice going to be? Will it be empty calories that just leave you wanting more? Or will it be a nutrient-dense option that truly fuels you and makes you feel great? The power is totally in your hands.